don't know what I'm gonna read all of these books this April. I don't know. Hello everyone! Today I'm going to share with you all the books I plan to read in April. Spoiler warning, there's a lot. There's a lot of new releases, and all the books I'm reading this month are new releases. But I feel okay about that because last month I really read a good amount of backlist books, so I think that's good. I'm winning in that regard. Not winning, but I feel accomplished, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I guess there's not that too many. Maybe there's like 7 or 8. I don't know. We're just going to find out together, shall we? I have them all stacked right here for the most part. So luckily I have a lot of them as ARCs. So thank you so much, publishers. You're so kind. First up, I have the Happily Ever playlist by Abby Hamezin. This one is her newest book. It's an adult fiction rom-com, adult fiction, adult like rom-com situation. This one is about a character named Sloane who was lost her fiance 2 years ago, and she's just now starting to kind of, you know, move on from it, feel a little bit like herself, and then she finds this dog randomly, and this dog she doesn't know anything about, but finally starts to feel herself with this dog. And then after unanswered texts, Tucker's owner, which is the dog's name by the way, reaches out. He's a musician on tour in Australia, and bottom line, he wants Tucker back. Where Tucker was when he was on Australia, who knows, but either way, it sounds adorable. Any book with a dog in it, I love. I just hope the dog does not pass away because I will never be able to cope from that. But she writes a little bit of hard-hitting contemporary, so I'm excited to check this one out. I'm just going to go by what I have in front of me. Oh, The Big Finish by Brooke Fossey. This is another adult contemporary book, I would say. So this one really reminds me of A Man Called Uwe, and just, I don't know, it just really gives me that vibe. This one is about Duffy, who is an old curmudgeon who lives in an assisted living home, and then Josie, a desperate young woman who climbs through this window. Together, they're going to learn it's never too late or too early to change your ways. So basically, they spark up a friendship. Duffy really wants to go on one big adventure because he doesn't want to be in a stuffy old retirement home forever, and, you know, Josie decides to take him on that. So they spark up a friendship, like I said, and they go on this awesome adventure, and I think it sounds so much fun, and I think it's going to be a book that's going to make me cry and laugh and all those many things. Next up is one that I am really excited about, and that is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrick. This is an adult horror novel. That's right, you heard me right. I'm reading a horror novel. Will I survive it? I'll let you know. But I'm reading this one because vampires, and I've just heard so many good things about it. I've heard of Grady Hendrix before. He's written like that IKEA one. He writes really, he's wrote, I think, My Best Friend's Exorcism. This one is, I'm just going to read you the tagline because that's what sold me. A southern flavored horror novel set in the early 90s, which I was growing up in the early 90s. About a women's book club that must protect their suburban Charleston community when they detect some monsters in their midst. A monster being a vampire. And I know I think that it sounds funny, like vampires mixed with Desperate Housewives, but apparently it is very jarring and very scary, so here's hoping to make it through. But either way, I am really stoked about it. Next up, I have this huge book, Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan. This is the sequel to Wicked Saints, which I read last year and really enjoyed. This is a YA fantasy, and this will be my first YA fantasy of the entire year. This year, I'm really just focusing on what I want to read, and so far, I've read one adult fantasy that I loved, and none YA fantasy. Hopefully I'll really enjoy this one. I think I will because I really enjoyed Wicked Saints. Wicked Saints is a darker YA fantasy, more grittier. I would say if you're really triggered by blood and stuff like that, do not read the book. It's about these two countries that have very different religious beliefs. One believes in these gods, and we have clerics that can actually talk to the gods. We follow a character, I think her name is Nina, I forget, that can talk to the gods. Then we have the other country and the prince, and all of them they believe in blood magic. They have a spell book tied to their hip, and they, you know, take a page of the spell they want out, and they cut themselves literally, and they put the page in their blood to activate the spell. These wars are waging, and the cleric, I forget their names, please forgive me. They team up and decide to try to be together and try to just team up and take down countries together, and it's just really good. I really enjoy it. It's over 500 pages. It's gonna take me forever probably to read this. Another YA book that I want to read is Laid Plans by Cameron Lunn. This is a YA contemporary, and what sold me is the back of this book. It says, already binged all the rom-coms you can find. Yes, I have. I'm obsessed with rom-coms. We all know this. Don't worry, Cameron Lunn's hilarious swoony debut has everything you're looking for. Hot guys, flirty text messages, awkward mix-ups, inside jokes, steamy kisses. I love that somebody else uses steamy like I do. I love saying steamy. Lots of pizza. I love pizza. Secret crushes, big prom drama, friends to lover, TBD. It sounds adorable. Pizza, love. Sorry to hear my child. It sounds awesome. I love it. I also love the cover yellow. Do you guys miss the yellow? I know a lot of you do. I only have an adult thriller that I'm really excited for, and that is He Started It by Samantha Downing. Samantha Downing wrote My Lovely Wife, which I read last year and loved. Probably my favorite thriller of all time. Honestly, I love this one. So this one is very, very different. It's about Beth, Portia, and Eddie, who haven't been together in years, and for good reasons. And it says, we'll get to those later. When their wealthy grandfather dies and leaves a cryptic final message in his wake, the siblings and their respective partners must come together for a cross-country road trip to fulfill his final wish, and more importantly, secure their inheritance. With time with your family can be tough. It is for everyone. It's even harder when you're keeping all the secrets. A black truck who won't stop following your car, especially one of you is at least a killer and there's a body in the trunk, just to name a few reasons. It sounds amazing. A family that's gone really crazy and off the deep end. I'm there for that. We also have another YA contemporary, and that is The Time of Our Lives by Emily Liberally and Osman Sigma-Broca. I don't have this one in my hands yet either. It's not out yet. This is about two characters that are both going off to college. One, his mom is really struggling with, I want to say she might have Alzheimer's or maybe dementia, early onset, and he doesn't really want to leave home, but she makes him go on this college tour because she wants bigger and brighter things for him. It's this girl that is also going on a college tour, and her family is just crazy at him, so she's like, I can't wait to get out. And so they have very, very different backgrounds, and you know, with one of them wanting to stay, one of them want to go, things like that, and they maybe fall in love, and they have to figure out exactly what they're gonna do from there. I also have another adult book, The Love Story of Missy Carmichael by Beth Morey. Sorry, I had to look that up. This one is again reminiscent of A Man Called Uwe and also Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, both some of my favorite reads of all time. So this one is about boy meets girl, girl meets boy, woman meets dog. The world has changed around Missy Carmichael. At 79, she's estranged from her daughter. Her son and only grandson live across the world in Australia, and her great love is gone. So she spends her days just kind of going through the motions. And then the last thing she expects is for two perfect strangers and one spirited dog to break through her prickly exterior and show Missy how much love she still has left to give. It sounds like a combination of both those books I mentioned, and I can't wait to read it. It sounds amazing. And I have two other YA books that if I can get to, great. If not, that's okay as well. And that is What I Like About You by Marissa Cantor. This is another YA cute one about a girl that has like a YA book blog, and then she meets her biggest fan, and that's just really cute, kind of reminiscent of Eliza and Her Monsters. And then I have The Perfect Escape by Suzanne Park. This is about these two people, I believe, that work in an escape room or something like that, and then they also have to do a scavenger hunt. I don't know. I don't know much about them, hence why they're not like super high on my TBR. If I can get to them, great. If not, that's okay too. So pretty big, ambitious plans for April, but honestly, I am really excited about my TBR. I'm excited about all of these books, and I think I will read them all and hopefully get to the two extra ones. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think I can because, you know, we're all quarantined at home, which is a good and healthy and safe thing. So, yeah, I would love to know what you're reading this month. Sorry, my kid's so loud. He's home as well. But again, I would love to hear what you're reading this month, and thank you for watching. Bye.